Hello and welcome to Dementia Difficulties. Today we will cover enrichment activities for caregivers to do with their loved one. No matter the stage, you should come away with some ideas of fun things to do with your loved one. Enrichment, purpose, and activities are important to everybody, no matter the cognitive level, physical disability, or age. So, having activities to stimulate the mind, provide connection, give a sense of purpose, and create structure are crucial for your loved one with dementia. Enrichment can support cognitive function, reduce agitation, restlessness, and fidgeting, give a sense of purpose, improve physical health, and maintain routine and structure. As dementia is progressive and unique to each individual, it is important to consider what level your loved one is at before choosing an activity. You may have to try a few different activities to find one that works for your loved one. Our goal is to be able to pick an activity that is the right cognitive challenge and is interesting to do. If it takes a few attempts to find the right activity, do not get discouraged. Even if they enjoy an activity one day, it also doesn't guarantee that they will enjoy it the next. The most important thing is that we keep trying and roll with whatever situation we are given. The activities chosen for this presentation have been grouped by category. For creative activities, we have art projects and music. For art projects, you can consider coloring, paper flower making, and painting as a non-pharmacological way to increase social engagement, mood, and expression. Make sure that your loved one is not a risk for consuming the art supplies, such as paint, and everything is non-toxic if they are. The less steps and the simpler the art activity, the better for the later stages of dementia. Music therapy includes playing familiar songs to evoke memories, boost mood, and strengthen social bonds. If you know some of the favorite songs or music from their childhood, these can be especially powerful in boosting mood and is usually something ingrained in their memory for a long time, even with the diagnosis of dementia. Music can also be used anywhere. From showers, car rides, to transitions, it can make these activities much simpler and easier to complete in many cases. With everyone having access to a phone, music is almost always available all the time and is something that you can try. Another creative activity is creating a memory book. Creating a memory book is a great activity to try if your loved one enjoys reminiscing. The purpose of a memory book is to provide photos and or mementos to help people with dementia recall and relive memories. It can create an excellent bonding experience with the caregiver or loved one, facilitating a strong connection. In addition, memory books can provide reminders or orientation information for people with dementia, reminding them of things to do throughout the day, where they are, or other important information. Memory books provide the following benefits: evoking emotion regarding core memories, providing an answer to repetitive questions, increasing self-esteem, increasing the person with dementia's sense of security, increasing orientation to their environment, family members, themselves, and their identity, and increasing their engagement. Purposeful roles. If your loved one was a busybody around the house, these helpful roles can help give your loved one a sense of purpose and can even be beneficial to you. The sense of purpose from being helpful can boost their self-esteem and build confidence. Depending on their cognition, you can alter these tasks to best fit your loved one. Helping with the laundry is a great activity. They can fold towels, match socks, or hang clothes. Meal prep can be a good purposeful activity as long as it doesn't involve anything dangerous, such as knives. Stirring, handing the cook items, pouring, and other simple kitchen tasks are ideal for your loved one. Sorting anything around the house can be an excellent purposeful activity. Cards, eating utensils, and clothes are just a few things that you can try and sort with your loved one. Watering plants is a great activity to challenge your loved one physically with a purposeful role. Getting outside is a big bonus if you have a garden. Just make sure that the plants are getting the appropriate amount of water, not too much and not too little. Stuffed animals can be extremely valuable in dementia care. Not only does dementia affect the memory of the person, but it affects their emotional state as well. Stuffed animals are a powerful asset in emotional regulation and offer comforting companions that have significance beyond a simple distraction. Try and match your loved one with a stuffed pet similar to the one that they have had a connection with in their childhood or younger adulthood. This could mean a dog, cat, or other animal that they enjoy. Bonus points if you can find a stuffed pet that looks similar to the one that they used to have, such as the same color of fur. There is a wide variety of stuffed pets available, with higher end options providing responses such as barks or purrs, or even small movements. Stuffed animals can evoke positive emotional responses, reduce anxiety, trigger strong memories, decrease loneliness, and give purpose. Similarly to stuffed pets, a baby doll can provide significant benefits to people with dementia. A doll is a primary non-pharmacological approach to minimizing challenging behaviors, promote positive emotions, and reduce confusion in patients. Doll therapy is based on attachment theory and states that human beings need to establish positive bonds and relationships throughout times of fear, danger, and stress. Dolls are designed to be held, dressed up, fed, and can even mimic real baby behaviors depending on the doll. This creates a lifelike situation for the person with dementia and allows connection as well as purpose as they have to care for the doll. According to Garcia, a baby doll reduces psychological and behavioral symptoms of dementia. Here are some tips for choosing a dog or a doll. When considering baby dolls and therapy robotic/toy pets, it can feel overwhelming. There are a lot of options available for both. The price of a toy pet or baby doll usually dictates how realistic it is, how long it will last, and its features, whether the dog or doll will make noises, move, or be weighted. Luckily, you know your loved one better than anyone. Use your knowledge of what they like and their current cognitive level to pick the perfect companion. Make sure to consider the following. If they had previously had a strong attachment to raising children or a certain pet, they may be much more inclined to like a doll, dog, or cat that is similar to a memory that they have from their childhood. The texture and weight of the animal should be appropriate or doll. Interactive features, their cognitive level, and choking hazards. So something like small doll accessories that they could potentially put in their mouth could be dangerous depending on your loved one's stage. If you're unable to afford a dog or a doll for your loved one, make sure to Google local resources in your area. Many local assisted living facilities or memory care facilities will provide them or have doll therapy programs. Fidgeting is a common action in dementia, especially in later stages. Fidgeting is often a response to anxiety, boredom, or sensory issues in dementia. Using devices, toys, or items can use this energy to give your loved one a sense of purpose, calm them down, and reduce agitation. Some fidget items to include are fidget blankets, sensory balls, poppets or bubble toys, stuffed animal dolls. Fidget toys will require some trial and error, as your loved one may find some of them interesting and some not, depending on their stage. Also, make sure to consider if the toy is a choking hazard, much like the baby doll accessories. So now we'll cover some physical activities. Chair yoga can be the perfect form of exercise with your loved one. Many people with dementia are unable to complete a standing exercise program due to comorbidities, confusion, agitation, or a lack of balance. Chair yoga can provide a safe alternative, providing improvements in balance, gait speed, and walking distance. Sit and Fit Chair program is an example of a chair exercise program that you can look at, although there are many other ones out there. You just have to research some of them. Another exercise to try is walking. If your loved one is able, walking can be very beneficial. According to Winchester from 2013, our study concludes that a sedentary lifestyle correlates with a decline in cognitive function, a loss of vigor, and an increase in feelings of anger, confusion, depression, and fatigue. Walking can help alleviate these issues with those in mild to moderate stages of dementia. This section covers a couple different games that you can try. Puzzles provide a variety of benefits, including an increase in socialization, relaxation, and an increase in mood. Research has shown that completing puzzles releases dopamine, providing an increase in mood and a sense of pride in the person with dementia. As it is an activity that can be completed alone or with loved ones, it is perfect for almost any situation. Dementia puzzles come in a variety of sizes. Some common examples include 60 pieces, 36 pieces, and even 12 pieces. As the puzzle piece count decreases, the size of each puzzle increases. This is ideal for higher stages of dementia and people with fine motor and dexterity issues. If you have a phone or ideally a tablet, there are many games designed for people with dementia. MyReef 3D, for example, allows for the creation and interaction with a virtual aquarium. It is simple, soothing, and can provide engagement. Later in this presentation, we will have a list of a few different apps designed for people with dementia. These are just some general tips for success. Make sure to keep the following in mind. If your loved one does not participate well in an enrichment activity you've chosen, do not get discouraged, as we mentioned before, as this process may take some trial and error. Make sure that any toys, baby doll accessories, or other small items make sure that they are not choking hazards or toxic, especially if your loved one has a habit of putting non-edible items into their mouth. I cannot stress that enough. Start with past interest, roles, or routines. For example, if they were a musician, it makes sense to try a musical activity. Try and focus on all of their senses: touch, taste, every sense that you can include. The more senses you can include, the better. Offer the activities at a consistent time and for short sessions to reduce frustration, and use a calm environment. The following items can be found on Amazon and include some of the things mentioned throughout the presentation with prices. Although these are featured in the presentation, do not feel like you have to choose this specific baby doll or therapy puzzle. Make sure you get what you think your loved one will enjoy. This serves more as a guide as to what to look for, rather than a definitive list. Similarly to the last slide, the following are a list of apps and a description of what they do. All of these apps are ideal for people with dementia, but it is more of an example rather than a definitive list. Everyone is unique, and as with these other activities, it may take some trial and error. So, in conclusion, everyone needs a purpose. No matter the cognitive level or physical ability, it is important to have something to do. It can be a fun bonding experience finding that something with the person that you love. Try anything and everything as long as it's safe with your loved one, and you both are sure to benefit from it. The quote for this episode of Dementia Difficulties is "More heart, less haste." Remember to be patient with your loved one and enjoy the activity and time that you have with them. Thank you for listening today. The following slides contain the references used in this video. Be sure to check out or research other activities to do with your loved one, as there are a ton of them out there to try. I hope you all have a wonderful day.